Hey, how's it going, everybody? Signing in a little bit early this time, so a lot of you may miss this part. That's okay. Just wanted to show everybody. I mean, November was just a pretty rough month, and fell behind a little bit more than I had planned on. Not that you plan on falling behind. But let me do this here. I just wanted to sign in a little bit early, work on some of these colors. We've actually amassed a nice, good list of artwork over the past few months, and I'm supposed to be updating and coloring this artwork and putting it up on our Patreon page. So, between book deadlines and November just being the awful thing that November was, we have been behind schedule on these things. So, I just wanted to show you guys that we're getting back into the swing of things, getting back to work, and making sure that we update the stuff with new content, so that way we can enjoy it. Doing a little bit of coloring. All of the colored pieces that I'll be working on over the course of December, they're going to be pieces that we worked on a little while back. So this is all good catch-up work, so that we can get back into the swing. So December is going to be full of content, a lot more than usual, a lot more than we're used to, put it that way, because the schedule has been pretty tight to begin with, and that way we're going to start the new year on a fresh foot. Got a lot of fun things to look forward to. So that's what we're doing here. So this is a red Monica piece that we worked on a while back. I might have probably going to have a little bit more exotic version of this on the Patreon page too, but I'll worry about getting this colored, make sure I'm coloring this version of it first, so that way we can get it up and get it all ready. And a lot of those pieces too are going to be part of the next 2 issues of Club Corrupt. So there's going to be a Kickstarter coming up fairly soon, as soon as I have some things ready. And Club Corrupt number 2 is finally going to be ready. So I am excited about that. There's things to look forward to. So I figure we do some digital colors. I actually finally got this thing working. Sometimes this thing doesn't work, and I get it going, and right in the middle of using it, it'll poop out on me. It'll be no good. So I'm glad it's working right now. So at least we could do this for a few minutes before we start sketching tonight. Here we go. Let me get back on this layer over here. I haven't looked up at the chat yet, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right now and see who's hanging out with us. Let me just color one more little piece here. There we go. Get this in here real quick. Oops, a little bit brighter. There we go. Let's see, I'll blend this in real quick, and then then I'm gonna. This is one little piece here, and let me hop over to the chat and see who's hanging out early with us. It's still about 4 or 5 minutes before we're supposed to get started. I look forward to hanging out with you guys every week, and I'm actually very disappointed I'm unable to. Here we go. All right, let me leave this up here like this for a minute. Let me see who's with us tonight. Mystery Box, what's up? Kevin, what's up, man? It says, woo, color. I know it's not every episode that I can break out and connect the color, because sometimes I don't know, it glitches. I don't know. Sometimes it glitches on me, and I can never really truly depend on it. But it's working. It's working well tonight, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let's see. Some person, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Got to get these titty quotas filled. I know. They're stacked up. I got them stacked up to the ceiling. Thanks to my good friends here. So yeah, it's time to get to work. Very cool. Saying hello. Kevin says, you called it? Ketchup work. Makes sense. She's in red. Hey, what's up, dude? William Mouse, you're early. Yes, I am. I had to show people. I haven't updated the Kickstarter page like I'm supposed to. This past month, maybe 2 months, and everybody has been super patient with me. So I needed to prove to everybody and show everybody, it's like, okay, look, okay, I'm working on things. We're here. We're back on patrol. I'm back on the job. The mighty geek has called me out. But that's good though. That's good though. I need little bumps here and there every once in a while. Keep me in line. Shade this little thing here. Let me make that brush a little bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, Procreate has been my go-to for all the heavy lifting as far as coloring goes. Procreate has been on the iPad, has been my go-to for actually a while now, and it just keeps on getting better and more intuitive. I've been really liking it. All right, let's see what else we have here. Some person saying hello, very cool. Kevin says, titty quotas. Those are the breast. In issue 2? Yes, indeed. Yeah, issue 2, which will have 2 different covers, but it's also going to have a Skin 13 cover, because it's going to have Skin 13 the way I wasn't allowed to present it before, with a bit more not censored. So there's going to be some fun in there, and a lot of pinup pages and a cool Skin 13 short story. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Maurice, what's up, dude? Saying hello to everyone. Very cool. If my voice sounds like whatever, it's like I'm not sick and I'm not necessarily tired or anything like that. I was outside in the cold during this afternoon, hanging up some Christmas lights on the house with the cat mouse. So I think my voice got a little raspy or something or other. Maybe I am tired. I'm not really sure. I feel fine, so everything seems to be good. As Kevin says, everyone but not someone. Some person says, I assume you're more stuffed than a turkey. Oh, dude. Turkey Day was stuffed. I'm stuffed. I'm not quite used to being out in the cold, and I had myself wrapped up pretty good. But the weather here where I live, it tends to change faster than the human body can adjust to it. Because it'll be like, in the 60s, early, in the lower 70s, upper 60s. And today it was like 35. So it's just like, it just bounces up and down. It just can't keep up with it. So I'm a little stuffy. Some person saying hello, very cool. Kevin says, stack titties. Maurice is saying, Procreate, nice. Yeah, I really like Procreate. I like Procreate a lot. And it helps I mean, I don't stick with Procreate for some of the reasons that is actually really good to use Procreate, which is they don't have it's not a subscription service, um, which I find very attractive. I really, really hate that. I like subscription services for a few things, but it's like, damn, it's like everything is a subscription service nowadays. And it's just like, you know what? It's like death by paper cuts, death by a million paper cuts. It's like I can only go but so far subscribing to every little thing. So it's nice. It's a one-time purchase. You get it. You get all the updates. At some point down the road, I'm going to get the Procreate Dreams, which is their animation app software. But that's going to be when I get caught up. When I get caught up with all the things that we already have in motion. Because I would like to try to do some cool animation and stuff like that. Get some little Cyber Angel animation going. Kevin says more intuitive. Soon it will be doing the coloring for you. I know. Well, I don't know what's happening with AI, but it's like it's getting smarter than I am. It seems to be coloring a lot of other people's things right now. But I do like the old-fashioned way. I do like to color my own work. All right, well, let me see. Let me at least get a little bit of collarbone on Red Monica here before we start the show. I tell you, it's already 10 o'clock, so it's almost time for us to get started. But technically, we've started, right? So it's all good. Just super happy that you guys are patient with me. And super happy that we get to do something fun together. So this is it's a win-win for me. So I hope you guys feel the same way. So that's cool. All right, put a little bit of shading on here. Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to color a little bit of it before we started sketching tonight, so that way you guys see that. Look, I'm getting started on things. Getting started. Working on getting back on schedule. Getting back into the groove. And what better way to show that than with a little Red Monica? Actually, and I had to pick out of the list that's already scanned and in my iPad for, in the coloring queue, as it were. This is one of the only pieces that didn't have like straight up nudity in the original piece. So that was another reason I chose Red Monica, because she's covered enough for YouTube. She's covered enough for the YouTubes. I see some person says there's a box of CS. There's the box of CS, and that one has the double. Oh, the box of C's, and that one has the double D's. I see what you're saying. I guess I actually am pretty exhausted. I was up on a ladder putting up lights by myself for a while, so I was just like, all right, I got to make the house look nice for the cat, Kevin says, yeah, Skin 13. Yeah, been a long time coming. Kevin says, where are the F's? And growing up, I was told that F's were bad, but Red Monica proves that wrong. That's right. That is right. Some person says the F's are kept in the warehouse. Not enough room at the studio. Kevin says, smarter than the average bear. Oh, I'm barely smarter than the average bear. Christopher Bouchard, what's up, my friend? Christopher says, hello, my friend. That artwork looks fantastic. And about a hot Elsa. Elsa is always a good idea. And we're getting into that holiday spirit right now. This is our pre-December show. So let's see. Maurice says the not safe for work is on the other sheet, hidden in Procreate. I know. I'm almost afraid to close this image while I'm on the screen, because all the other images will pop up, and they're all not safe for work. Some person says, since the angels are cybernetic, they probably got spare parts. There's the backstory to having those books. That's what I'm talking about. Boxes of boobs. Kevin says, I hope none of those spare parts are silicone. Pop up. We need a tease. I know, right? No, I don't want the channel to get a stricken. Even though my channel is not monetized yet, so I really don't know what the rules are. But I know they'll hit me for something if I break their rules, as it were. So let me see. Let me get the little camera set up over here. We can start talking about some sketching for tonight. Perhaps some cyber angels getting ready for Christmas, as it were. There we go. Let's remove that from the screen right there. Thank you, Red Monica, for hanging out. Thank you, my iPad, for not breaking right in the middle of this. So yeah, let me unplug the iPad so that way nothing else is gonna glitch. Like, it's already a weird problem with putting the iPad up on the screen in the first place, because you have to do, it's like you have to MacGyver it in order for it to work in the first place. You have to open up a QuickTime window, start a new movie recording, and then you're sort of tricking it into thinking that you're sharing a screen. So it's that's probably half of the problem with this thing glitching out sometimes. But yeah, let me got some paper here. Let me get some paper out of the way. There we go. Make sure nothing's gonna fall off. Oh, by the way, Maurice, I did. I realized that I didn't grab those PDFs that you were asking for, so I am going to do that. I'm going to look for those tomorrow. I know that I've got one PDF that's already set up. The other one, I might have to actually set that one up before I can give you a link for that one, because I don't think the second thing we had a PDF for just yet. But we're going to get to that. But thanks for reminding me to look for that. I appreciate you, dude. Kevin says, hit me with your best shot. Some person says, butt boxes from thick to BBI. The bubble. The BBL. Paul, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Oh, and he says, hey, all. Very, very cool, dude. Glad you're here, man. Some person saying hello. Very cool. Maurice says hello. Kevin says, you read my mind, Bill Mossart. Imagine that. I used my powers of reading. Kevin says, we need Christmas shenanigans. Yes. I think we need some Christmas shenanigans. This little Cyber Angel Christmas shenanigans for tonight. So let's see. I'll start with a page like this. And if it's going to be a Cyber Angel Christmas shenanigan piece, that'll be our first piece of the night. We'll start with that. And if it gets warm up here, I have to take off this sweater. I got this thick sweater on. I think it's a little too warm for that already. Let me see here. Some Christmas shenanigans. Very cool. Christopher saying hello. Paul says Christmas tree with all Bill's girls on the ornaments. Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. I'm trying to think to myself how to work that out. Let me see. I'm gonna take off this sweater. It's getting hot in here. Getting warmed up. I'm all thinking about Christmas shenanigans. Yeah, I'll just leave it right there. It might get cold again. Urgh. Not used to the studio being in winter mode. I don't know how cold it is where everybody else is at. You can let us know in the chat if you want to. But over here, it's like, let's see, it's 35 degrees outside right now. some water. I see Paul says, or Nira as Santa would love to sit on her lap. Ooh, that's kind of a cool idea. I like that idea. Let's start with something along those lines. Good idea, Paul. Good idea. I like the way you think. And then we'll see what the other Cyber Angels are doing and maybe have the tree in the background. Alright, let's see what Nira's doing. Nira's handing out gifts tonight. And we're going to do our normal routine tonight of, if anybody else is maybe watching for the first time, you haven't hopped into the chat, you're just watching and seeing what it is that we do on Saturdays. We toss some ideas around in the chat. We kind of see what sticks and see what the paper decides is a good idea or not. And then we come up with a rough pencil sketch. And then we do this until about midnight. So if we can get one sketch in, that's perfect. We try to shoot for 2. There's been a couple of times where we've actually gotten 3 sketches done in an evening. And then at midnight, we auction off the artwork to one lucky winner. If there's 2 pieces, there'll be 2 lucky winners. And then whoever wins the piece, the artwork is going to be inked afterwards. So you're going to be receiving the finished piece. It's not going to be just the pencil layout by itself. Sometimes we do pieces that are as is, but when I pencil them like this, it's with the intention of inking them afterwards. We'll always say before the drawing starts, which method we're actually jumping into. And then it's as simple as sending a PayPal in. I'll put it up on the screen where you'd be sending your PayPal. You include your name and address and all that good stuff on your PayPal. And that's all there is to it. Easy peasy. Very casual here at the Weekly Mouse. Let's see. Let's get a little expression on Nira's face here, and then we'll get things rolling. Nira's being Santa Claus this year. Let's see what she thinks about that. I think she would like that. And because it's a rough pencil, sometimes some of the artwork is very, very roughly laid in, just so we know where things are. And I try to tighten up as much of it as we can. And we do the pencil sketch, it's more for the sake of being sensitive to how much time we have for the show. So in order for us to get a couple of sketches done in the 2 hours that we have, that's really the reason that we decided to keep it to a pencil sketch. And then let me see here. I'll see if I can find something real quick. And then here's a piece that was already done for a different show. So, it's going to be a fully inked piece like this. And of course, I know our regulars. We all know these good things. But just in case anybody else is watching for the first time and wondering how everything works, that's basically the gist of it. It's a nice casual layout. So let me just get Nira's face in here real quick, and I'm going to jump back in the chat and see where everybody is, because I like to make sure I don't miss anything. That's the whole reason that we're here tonight, so that way I can hang out and talk with you guys. So, missing out on the chat would take away half of my fun. It's the whole reason to be here. All right, let me just get the general idea here that we're going to have Nero as Santa. That was a good idea, Paul. I like that idea a lot. So the sexy Santa. Just want to get the general shape of her hat and stuff. Hey, you know what? I wanted to say happy travels to our good friend Ken. He actually wrote to me earlier and said that he couldn't make the show today because he is traveling. He's out and about traveling, I believe, in Germany, if I remember correctly, which is pretty dope. So I want to make sure he has safe travels, has a good time. All right, we'll make sure we get some. Make sure we get some long hair on near there. All right, we got a little bit of a start. Let me jump back in the chat. Make sure I'm not going to fall too far behind here. Let me see here. Some person says, "Do you remember the Laurel and Hardy movie, March of the Wooden Soldier?" I think it had other names. I remember a lot of Laurel and Hardy movies and skits and things, but I don't remember the names of them. So off the top of my head, I'm gonna have to look it up. And it's been a long time. But I'll jump on the Google machine. I will look it up. Maurice says Nira getting a surprise from Santa's lap. Maurice says we need Krampus. Yeah, we might have to put Krampus back here somewhere. I'm gonna note that down so that we remember. Let me put a note in that. See if we can put Krampus back there somewhere. Paul says scribe on her lap asking for Christmas gifts. Mighty Geek says Nira X helping Santa Claus. Very, very cool. I think we're in the same wheelhouse. This is good. Depending on how her pose looks and how things come together, we'll see if she's going to be helping Santa or if something nefarious is going on. We're gonna take it. We're gonna listen to the paper. We're gonna take your ideas and throw them on the paper and see what the paper says. Let's see. Some person says maybe something like that with some nutcrackers. Right. Paul says cyber elves. That's a good possibility. Could be a thing. Are we going to make the little tinies, like little tiny cyber angels, make them elves? Kevin says, Santa, you got all skinny in some places, but so full in other. It's Ozempic. Maurice says, Nira, oh Santa, is that a roll of lifesavers in your pocket? Some person says, could be Christmas in hell. Santa, ho, ho, ho. Let's see, Kevin says, nothing fishy with that art. I get it. Because of the dolphin. Oh yeah, mercy to Nira. Santa baby, I want a yacht. And really, that's not a lot. I've been an angel all year. Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney. I want my boat. Some person says Scribe is a dejected elf. I'm so glad that Scribe has really made a big comeback. He's really part of the group. He's really part of the story nowadays. Got some really big plans with him down the road too. I mean, it's actually pretty cool that you guys are the reason that he's back. Ken is actually the reason that he's back. You guys have kept him alive. I see some person says this music is starting to loop. Oh, I know. Yeah, I'll go down there. I'll change it up. It's just that generic music that comes with the thing. So I will change that. Paul says we need to thank WWKD. What would Ken do for sketch ideas? Ken would appreciate that. That's cool. Kevin says Ken is doing the around the world in 80 bars thing. Oh, that is dope. My man. Some person says Babes in Toyland. I like that. That kind of like puts a vibe in there. I like that. Yeah. The movie, yeah. But it gives me that vibe, like just the general feeling where this might go. Kevin says, "Oh yeah, that is an old one." ENX as a nutcracker. Somehow that's appropriate for ENX. Butter rum lifesavers. I know, right? If Santa's going ho ho ho, would Near be going oh oh oh? Some person says that music is making this seem like a meditation session. I know. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna change it right now. Some person says the people in line to sit in Santa's lap could be an eclectic bunch. This is true. Marie says, I think that is quite appropriate question, Kevin. All right, let me see if this is any better. We're gonna pop some different tunes into this thing. Oh, I know we're meditating. Hey, if nothing else, it's a slightly different song, at the very least. All right, let me see here. Let's see. Let's figure out what Nira's little Santa outfit is going to be looking like, and then we're going to get this all figured out. I like to keep the classic Santa outfit theme, and just kind of like maybe Nira like stole Santa's jacket, you know. Handing out gifts. Little nippy out here. Here's like, I love the holidays. Santa's jacket is kind of big on her. Alright, let me see where her forearm, arm here. There we go. Gotta figure out where her body's gonna be, considering that I'm drawing like her jacket like big and fluffy. I'm thinking she stole Santa's jacket. All right, once I get this little piece in here, let me get back over to the chat. See what you guys are thinking about this. Little snowflakes melting on her shoulders there. All right, I think we're starting to find a direction. All right, let me scroll up here real quick and see where you guys are at. Much better on the background noise. I know I had my Zen Garden Sands music going on. I don't know what was up. Kevin says, nothing but Garland for Nira. That's right. Maurice says, Bill's trying to bring some inner Zen to the stream. Kevin says it makes it easier to unwrap her. This is true. It's all loose already. Paul says, I actually have a secret guilty pleasure for generic background music. We love elevators. It's okay. We keep our secrets here, my friend. You're safe here. What floor, Mr. Tyler? I see Maurice says that Garland has strategically placed mistletoe also. Kevin says, it better be a titty bit nipply. You know it is, my friend. Some person says, Mercy as a sugar plum. Oh, have Mercy as a sugar plum fairy. Yeah, we'll have to have Mercy in here doing something for sure. I think that's a good idea. Kevin says, ooh, Santa, this really is mink lining in this jacket. And it's so tickly. Some person says, somewhere another angel is still passed out from Thanksgiving, perhaps holding a drumstick. That sounds like an Allura situation. That's a good possibility. Let's see. Let me get this arm. Get this arm on her jacket where it's supposed to be. Big fluffy mittens here. That way I kind of figure out, I can figure out where the other girls are going to end up going. I gotta figure out where her body is before I put the jacket on top of it, or else she'll be all over the place. That's funny. Okay, there we go. Nira's gonna be mad at me if I mess up where her hips are. Her hips don't lie. This might actually have to go up a little bit. we sculpt this together. Jacket here. This jacket is huge on her. But it's good. We need a good little Christmas piece. Good little Christmas theme action going on. I was gonna put boots on her, but I left her leg bare. We'll see. We'll see if we'll leave it like that or not. Let's see. Maurice says this pic should be colored. Should be the colored Christmas card on Bill's Patreon and Club Corrupt Patreon. Oh, that could be a good thing. We could bump this up so that way at least we got one piece that's not late. Something that's a little timely, right, for Christmas. That would be nice. I think I might have to lift this belt up a little bit. There's something about the way this middle is that I'm not quite jiving. It's okay, I'm only erasing a little bit. I want to have her leg coming up like this. Yeah, I wanted. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what was bothering me. I wanted to have the belt buckle kind of like behind her leg a little bit. Little things that make it work. I can make her wrist thingy fluffy like it's supposed to be. You can see it. Leaves enough room for everything. Okay, I feel better about that. I'll still fine-tune it when I ink it, but at least all of the general things are where they're supposed to be. Excellent. Let's see, Maurice says, I see the Santa Baby song with this picture now, right? Let's see, Paul says, for research purposes, do the Cyber Angels have an official bust size or is it picture to picture? You know, a lot of times I kind of draw like emotionally how I feel, or I should say how the character feels at the time. So sometimes they've gone up and down. They've been kind of all over the place, depending on how sexy the situation was, or like the story or the type of story that it's in. Technically, the way it's supposed to go, and we'll address this in the books too, because we do want to have some stories that have a little bit more continuity when it comes to like body types that the girls are supposed to have. So Nira is essentially like, she's the 6 foot tall chick with guns, and she has like basically like what you see here as far as like body type. Athletic but not cut. You know what I mean? Allura is much more cut, much more. She's if the linebackers had if the Cyber Angels had a linebacker, that would be Allura. Mercy is much more innocent, and she's smaller up top. She's definitely like a smaller, like a C cup, athletic build, and a little bit wider in the hips. So they're all supposed to have a specific body type, and I haven't stuck to that over the years, the way that they were designed. So yeah, we're gonna have specific stories that stick with how they should be, and then there's been a lot of fun stories where they kind of bounce back and forth. That's that's a side effect of us having fun. But yeah, that's a good question though. They actually should have different body types. So there is a series that's going to come out that actually will keep them in their body types the way that they're supposed to. So that's actually a good point to bring up, because as I get older and I get better at writing, and I get better at just everything in general, as far as like putting the books and the stories together and the character designs together. Those are things that I've started to address a lot more. In the 90s, when I first started, I was just happy to be drawing. So everything was all over the place. I was just happy to be a 90s artist. Let's see, Kevin says that's what I was typing above. Oh, at Maurice. Yeah. Love in an elevator. Yep. Going down. Some person says a little tiny mercy. Yep. I think a little tiny mercy, like maybe hanging on a Christmas ornament or something. I know we mentioned like a sugar plum fairy, possibly. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Maybe get a little reference for a sugar plum fairy. See if that's something that agrees with what my brain's got going on tonight. Sugar plum fairy. Let's see what the old Google gives me. I got you. Yeah, she could be something like that. That makes sense. I like that. All right, I'm gonna put a pin in that, so that way, I think trying to include a little tiny mercy, a little sugar plum fairy of some kind, I think would be fun. Very, very good. Kevin says, with with that big as big as that jacket is, I think I'll end up being in the puddle on the floor if Nira moves the wrong way. In fact, I think it's already headed. Yeah, it's sliding off as we speak. Where he says, "You disappointed, Kevin. Sculpt it together. I wouldn't mind getting all like getting hands on." Let's see. I'm disappointed that Gravity is being so forgiving for Nira. Right? Kevin says, I think she's kicked the boots off. They probably have high heels too. I don't know. She stole the jacket. She probably stole the boots too. So that's probably why she kicked them off. She didn't want to wear the big old boots. Marie says, I could put it into my 3D printing software to work on that. Ooh, that would be cool. We do have to 3D print some things at some point soon. It's been a while. I miss having action figures and statues and stuff. This might have to be something we work on. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we do little things here and there. Let's see. Kevin says, does anyone think she's got something like fishnet stockings on? I'm looking at her and I don't see fishnet stockings. I see, if she's wearing stockings at all, I could see her wearing just like solid white stockings. I would say striped. Maybe that's a little bit too playful, but it is Christmas. I could see one of the other girls wearing fishnet stockings. I could see Mercy for sure wearing some fish. So maybe Mercy won't be as little tiny as we usually make them. I think she'll be she'll be smaller, but she's not going to be like a tiny. Tell you what, let's figure out where Mercy's going to go. Let's put Mercy over here. We're going to put her over here, coming in like a wrecking ball. Have her sort of like a sugar plum fairy, but maybe also sitting on a Christmas ornament. me see here. Little smile on her face. She's probably going to be having fun doing this. So let's see what we got. Mercy's bangs on here. It's not Mercy without the bangs. We can have her arms over her head like she's there's a Sugar Plum Fairies, they have like that little dance. Here we go. Get this little piece here so that way her arm fits. Yeah, Mercy's supposed to be fairly small up top, and there's been so many times where I've drawn her huge. But that's the old imagination getting the best of me. I'm only erasing this part because I wanted to arch her back more, like she's in the middle of a dance. A little bit more dramatic pose. You know, I wanted to have her on a Christmas ornament, but like the Sugar Plum Fairies, like the way that they dance is a cool pose. So I feel like I would mess that up if I place her sitting on a Christmas ornament. It's more like she's got the cool pose and she's like floating to the ground. She might have her wings out. I think she might have to have her wings out. So that way I give her a reason to float. But it is cute to see her with the little, with the sugar plum skirt and stuff. That's pretty cool. Mercy always has these arm wraps, so I like to always put her arm wraps on her. Yeah, I think I might put her wings on her. I still wouldn't mind seeing her with the fishnets on her too, even though that's not like not typical of a sugar plum fairy. but I think it can be forgiven. See how it looks. I think it looks all right. Figuring Nira's got to be sitting on a little snow mound or a chair. All right, I'll keep that like that just for the moment. That way we can make decisions as we go. Here, God, I'll turn it like this so you can see a little bit better. Okay, let's see what we got here. Some person says Scribe would make a good Scrooge. He would. He's got the long nose and everything for it. Kevin says stockings with garters hung by from her thighs with care. Yes. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Have it like that. You can see just a little bit of the garter going underneath the skirt. That's a good idea. Let's see. Some person says Black Hole Bob would make a good Ghost of Christmas Present. Yes, it's true. Kevin says Nira is Bill's version of Julie Strain. Oh, I can see that. I can see that. 6'1" and worth the climb. I see someone is way too focused on the boobs here, and it's not me, but isn't bigger better? Let's see. I see Little Tiny Mercy, and I think Star Trek. I know, and I still got to color that one. That's one that I just saw that going through my my iPad library. So I was looking to see how many pieces I'd already scanned, and plus I'm trying to decide. I'm kind of curating which pinups are going to go into issue 2 and which pinups are going to go into issue 3. So issue 2, I kind of want it to be a Christmas thing, you know? Kind of want it to be maybe a Christmas issue. So we're going to see how issue 2 goes. Kevin says, Nira wearing clodhoppers? That just isn't her style. Marie says, I think I would actually like to sculpt that in my 3D printing software. That would be dope, dude. I'd like to see how it comes out. Kevin said if Mercy is sitting on an ornament, she needs to be doing her version of Wrecking Ball. I know, right? I think maybe I still will. Because the way that her legs are bent, I could still have her sitting on a Christmas ball. I think it would still work. Kevin says, Mercy, small, up top. All the time she's been bigger, it's because she's storing energy. I know, right? It's like her, their cyber angel bodies are, they can change shape depending on mood and energy levels. Kevin says, well, if Mercy isn't riding an ornament, maybe Allura or some other cyber angel? I don't know. I think Mercy can actually be riding the ornament. I think the way that she's positioned, it might actually work. Kevin says, this is your universe, Bill Mozart. Anyone can wear anything you so desire and can draw. That's right, damn it. I don't need to make excuses. I made this up. Maurice says, is Nira sitting on a big Christmas present? I was wondering. I was trying to figure that out. She could be sitting on a giant present. Like I sort of just drew a shape there. Like maybe it's like she's sitting in the snow, like a snow mound or something. But I think a Christmas present would make more sense. I think that would be more fun and more holiday specific. So let's see. Let me get her other leg here. That way she has 2 legs. She always gets mad when I forget her second leg. Like I'm not a pirate. Yeah, sitting on a present, I think would be more fun. I think that'd be much better. Good idea, my friend. There we go. Yeah. Let's see about getting Mercy on a wrecking ball. I think we could totally work that out. I think that's a good idea. Get some little reflections on the ornament here. Good. Let's see, I can have like maybe the Christmas tree is in the foreground here. Since she's small and she's on a Christmas ornament. We'll put a couple other Christmas ornaments here just so that she's not by herself there. It could be oversized. We can do whatever we want, man. Yeah, I think this is coming together. I like this. This is going to make a good little Christmas card indeed. This will be good to color. Let's see. Kevin says, what? Change shape? So they have mood boobs. Oh, my God. Oh, copyright that immediately. Mood boobs. Yeah, you know exactly if they're happy, if they're angry, everything. There we go. Let me check something real quick here. Oh, yeah. All good, Maurice. Yeah, for sure. I was just seeing a little quick message there. Plus we were thinking about putting Krampus in here somewhere, weren't we? We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. And maybe this leg has Santa's other boot. We'll see. We'll see if this works for me or not. It was covered up by the thing, so you can't even see it. Here you go. Just kind of sexy, just having the one boot. There we go. Excellent. Let's see. Kevin says it should be a present, as snow would chill her butt too much. I know, right? She'll melt a couple circles into the snow. Marie says scribes breaking out from inside the present. Ah. We've had an idea of Scribe as Scrooge. We have him breaking out of the present. Which one's agreeing with the picture more? Let's find out. There we go. Just want to finish Nira's hair coming out the other side there. Yeah, I like how that's coming together. You know, we could have there's plenty of space for Scribe to be down here. He might be breaking out of the present after all. Let me see. Let's see what we can do. Oh, Mr. Scribe, what trouble are you getting into now? I got him ripping himself out of the present along the bottom. There you go. Let me stick his other hand in here too. He's ripping himself out of here. There we go. All right, cool. We got the Scribe escape. Paul says, "I like this bill. I really do. Oh, cool, dude." Paul says, "Should be a Chet tribute on the present. Give a tag like to Chet from Chet, etc." Oh, that's a good idea, dude. I like that idea. There we go, little thing there to Chet. There we go, get it to focus. To Chet from ENX. And we'll do something special with his Cyber Demon character later too. But I think this will work out really good. Good idea, dude. Some person says Christmas goes big at Angel HQ. Maurice says, great idea, Paul. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Maurice says, Scrooge Scribe trying to steal Nira's Christmas. Kevin says Scribe must be related to the reimagined wizard in the new Wicked movie. There's a similar look to his face. I think they're trying to copy Scribe. Kevin says at Maurice, I think he's just stealing a peek at something. Yeah, I think he was trying to get a closer look at something. So he's being sneaky, being a sneaky scribe. Sneaky little scribe. Kind of like where this is at. What do you think, guys? I think this one can actually be like the Christmas card. I can just put I could put a huge moon in the background just to take up the space. That way I could actually write Merry Christmas, have some space. I need to have some blank space anyway to write Merry Christmas. And then we can work on a second piece. Come up with a fresh idea for a second piece. What do you guys think? Here we go. Let me back this up just a little bit. That way we get a little bit more of a view. There you go. You kind of see from top to bottom. Yeah, I got Nero and Mercy and Scribe. Good vote, good vote. Good vote, some person. Since this one is kind of planned to be the Christmas card, we'll leave this composition like this. And then we'll have a nice little Christmas moon in the background. That way I've got some space to write Merry Christmas and stuff up top. Perfect. All right, the official Weekly Mouse Nira X Club Corrupt Patreon page Christmas card. So I'm going to set this one aside for the moment. Make sure to keep that safe over here. And we'll think of a second piece that we could draw together. This one will have to have Krampus in it somewhere, since we were sort of talking about having Krampus. I remember having that Krampus idea in the chat a little while back. But what's going to be around it? What else is going to be in here? Let me have a little drink of water. Delicious. Let's see. Kevin says, it's weird. I just saw Catwoman, Batman Returns, trying to steal Christmas. Some person says, Allura passed out from Thanksgiving with a super happy, energetic angel excited for Christmas, annoying her with a super happy and energetic angel excited for Christmas and annoying her. Okay, we're going to have to figure out who the annoying cyber angel is going to be. That won't be too hard. All right. Allura passed out from Thanksgiving. There's going to be a Krampus in the background on this one. So let's get Allura in here first. We haven't drawn Allura, and we certainly haven't drawn Allura like completely smashed from Thanksgiving. I'm going to put the turkey leg in her mouth. This is going to be a good piece, too. We actually have just about the full hour to draw this one, so we're gonna let's work on this pose. We're gonna make it like a good, sexy pose. Oh, Allura, the things we're gonna do to you. She is going to be turkeyed out. Her eyes always take an extra little bit to draw because the insides of her eyes are black. She has those. She's got those gambit eyes, and she's not even Cajun. Let's see what's going to happen to her. Cyber Angel Adventure Thanksgiving Edition. This looks pretty lewd. Alright, let's make sure we get some bites in this turkey leg. YouTube's gonna come after me. It's a pretty big turkey leg. A prehistoric turkey she's eating. All right, since I don't even have the rest of the picture in here yet, it just looks like she's eating a freaking human femur. Yeah, we're gonna get there. Let's see how I'm gonna have her arm. I'm gonna have her hand around this turkey bone here. She's apparently an all or nothing kind of girl when it comes to Thanksgiving dinner. We'll tighten up most of that. The inking. There we go. It's funny that the thing she's fighting right now is a freaking turkey leg. But she's doing it well. That's the important thing. The battle is going her way for the most part. Alright, we gotta get her hair drooping over her eyes here. Now that I know where her shoulder is. She's going to look like a drunk homeless person. It's just that she's full of turkey, not necessarily full of anything else. That's where she's at so far. Jeez. All right, let me catch up with you guys. Oh my gosh, I got to scroll all the way up. All right, some person says Krampus could have a sack with several angels in it. That's a possibility. I can have a bunch of wings and arms and legs coming out of the bag. That would actually be pretty dope. This sounds like a plan. All right, I got an idea here. This is gonna be a crazy piece. This is gonna be a Krampus, Allura, Cyber Angel victim piece. All right, let's get Krampus kind of started in the background. That way we know where he is. Got some dark eyes. Krampus never flosses, I notice. Not setting a good example for the children, Mr. Krampus. Krampus has that big long venom tongue going on. All right, got just enough attitude going on with him. Let me go check out the chat real quick. Make sure I'm not falling too far behind. All right, got a couple of, let me pull this back a little bit. I didn't realize I was off camera there. I was off the screen. But I do like that since you had this idea, I wanted to make sure. All right, so he's gonna have he's gonna have the sack, and there's gonna be legs and wings coming out of it. Okay, I just needed to put that little note for myself, because this is where we're headed. Kevin says Malka is the happy cyber angel, or maybe Clarence from It's a Wonderful Life. These are possibilities. Some person says Allura seems like the Shay of the group. Could very well be. I will consult Shay. We will find out. Marie says, let's see at Mystery Box. You suggest Malco when the Zazers are not here with their inputs? Just shocked. Kevin says Allura is dealing with one hell of a food coma. Yeah, she is going to be food comaed out, dude. She's going to be having a night Let's see. Let me catch up here. Let me see. Some person says she's gnawing at that thing like it's the only food left in the world. Kevin says, of course, I would suggest Malka just to tease them with what they missed out on. How dare they be off having a good time and missing out on this? That looks rather suggestive. A little bit. Kevin says it puts new meaning in the phrase, pluck me. Kirk, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight, man. Yeah, Kirk says, just purchased your mystery box. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Thanks, dude. Please post whatever you get in the mystery box. I really want to see what people are getting, what goodies are coming out. Thanks so much, dude. Some person says, Malka gravy. She really loves turkey. Yeah, she likes that turkey. Kevin says, I think she must remember having to fight off relatives for the best piece of the turkey. Yeah, this is like a PTSD situation. Thanksgiving turmoil. Maurice says, I was thinking it's more like I need that meat. She's definitely hungry. Some person says she seems like she lifts weights all day, so she'd eat several turkey. Yeah, she needs that protein, dude. After a good workout, got to get that protein in there. Go to Arby's. They have the meats. Some person says she needs that protein. Yeah, see? You're thinking the same way I'm thinking. There you go. Nira Christmas special. Krampus cramping Nira's style. Some person says, I like that Krampus made a comeback. He brings Christmas back to the adults. Yeah, hell yeah. Kevin says, is Krampus playing the Cramps record? Some person says, yes, while doing the cramped dance. Some person says, oh, Malka. Oh, Krampus, I'm a huge fan. Have fun, ladies. Bye-bye. Let's see, are we sure that Krampus isn't related to Venom? I see a resemblance. I know, like right off the bat, right? Kevin, you purchased one of me? One mystery box, please. Okay, let's see what the rest of Allura is doing. So her shoulders right here, her shoulders right here. Yeah, I think she is digging into this food. So let's see, have her arm going this way. I did not think that having Allura suggestively murdering a Thanksgiving Day feast was going to be in the cards for tonight. But this is what the paper gods have decreed. And we must obey. Now, that looks like an aorta. I was thinking about a carrot sticking out of there, but that ended up looking like she was squeezing a heart. Here we go. I'll make it sliced carrots. That way. Yeah, I mean, Krampus would be doing that, but Allura just wants to eat her Thanksgiving Day food. She really gets into her food. I mean, this is her doing this. I'm not doing any of this. I'm just telling you what I saw. I am basically a court reporter, and this is what happened. So it's not my fault. No real turkeys were harmed in the making of this picture, by the way. Let's see, I'll have to redirect this. Here, we'll get this down over here. That way you can see what's going on. I realize some of this is coming off the side of the paper there. I don't know if this is cranberry, maybe Jello. We might have to color this piece just so that we know what different kinds of foods are actually here. This looks like it'd probably be cranberry. There we go. Let me get some more lead in this pencil here. I got a little piece fell out. There we go. Get back over here. Come over here. Like I'm Scorpion. There we go. Get another turkey leg over here. She's all about turkey legs tonight. I'm assuming this is gravy. I'm not really sure. I didn't think this was going to be the food fight piece that it's turning out to be. But the more that I'm working on it, the more it just ends up being that. Like I said, it's not my fault. Ooh, I was concentrating. I got quiet there for a minute. Okay, there you go. There's what's happening there. I probably made her thumb a little bit too long, but that's okay. Little things like that, I'll fix in post. She's over here squishing the mashed potatoes between her fingers. I didn't know Allura was like this. This is something you guys are revealing to me as we speak. Okay, let's. All right, we got to start working on Krampus here. We got to see what's happening with this. So this is like a post Thanksgiving getting ready for Christmas evening. This is what these two pieces are. That's what it's telling me right now. Let's see. Christopher says, "Sorry, just came back watching the Alabama versus Auburn football game." Okay, cool, dude. I'm glad you're back. I know you're watching the game. It's all good. Some person says, "A question: Is the marriage still secret?" No, it is not. There's no secrets. Haven't really been going all out announcing things. But no, the marriage is not a secret. Cat Mouse is officially a married person. Her and her husband went down to the courthouse and tied the knot, as it were, and everything is fine. Everything is good. Everything is good to go. I think they plan on having a church ceremony, type of wedding. Actually, going the full route with a church wedding, probably like in about 2 years, something like that. But this fits into their plans, into like what they're doing and everything they got lined up so far. So this is good. So, but I appreciate you asking. It's all good. Kevin says, "We know nothing." Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. Kevin says the paper gods bend with the wind. They do. They really do. She's a pure barbarian. I know, dude. She's like all in that. Kevin says, "You're a court reporter, but you put so much more effort into your drawings." Thank you. Kevin says, "Krampus, can you tell the jury what you saw?" Well, Your Honor, she killed that turkey, first of all. There's no way she didn't kill that turkey. Some person says, "Is that cranberry sauce straight out of the can?" I think it is. Absolutely. It's got the can shape on top. Kevin says, "Whoa, now I know what food porn looks like." Yeah, I think we've got it. I think we're there. Some person says, "Krampus, whoa, you're my kind of woman." Alive. Some person says her inner savage comes out. I know, every Thanksgiving she cuts loose. But for how long? Until she's sated. Hey, dude, Mike, what's up, man? Mike at Divinity Comics saying, "What's up, Bill? What's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us here for a few minutes. We're just sketching boobs, listening to the paper, listening to the ideas from the group. I think this one is basically on track with what everybody was suggesting. So now I got to finish up. We got Krampus coming up over here in the top here, who apparently has a bunch of Cyber Angel spare parts in his Christmas bag. So we're gonna figure this out. You guys have to head over when you go to my Facebook page. You'll see a variant cover that I did for Divinity Comics that was just posted up. It's posted up on X too. I want you guys to see it. Hopefully you guys will dig it and check it out. I need you guys to pick up my stuffs. There we go. We got Krampus coming up. Get this rough layout for this boy. That's good, and he's a big dude, so it's like it's. I'm glad we got a few minutes. That way we can get him worked in here. I always like drawing all the monster parts and pieces, claws, and all that stuff. Yeah, I did not think Allura was going to go this hard into Thanksgiving. She's like, all right, I'm ready for Christmas now. Block him a little bit in here. Yeah, he's a big dude. Make sure I got that big bag on his back. This one's going to take a while to ink, dude. There you go. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Let's see. Kevin says, I thought a cat is supposed to catch things, not being the one getting caught. Some person says hello to Divinity. Absolutely. Kevin says, Bill said he's sketching fine tits, but I see no birds in this image anywhere yet. Some person says, I see boobies, but not the blue-footed kind. No. Only the round kind. The kind I've been working on since childhood. There we go. That way you can see a little bit more while I'm going around. Put some skulls around his waist. He likes to have those. Just kind of rough them in real quick, just to show position. That'll be like my little note to myself of where they go. Excellent. Throw a couple of wings and legs. Sticking out of his bag here. I got a regular. Looks like Mercy's in the bag. She's usually the only one with feathered wings. But here we go. We'll throw a couple of cyber wings coming out of here too. Wow, this image came out a lot more. Nice. Let me put a rocket boot in here too while we're at it. All right. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Very cool. Mike saying hello. Very cool. Kevin saying, let's see, that's a bit of a warbler joke. Kevin says I'm going to bite my tongue and about saying anything about Allura going hard into anything. Good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Some person's like Krampus. You've all been naughty. Oh my gosh. This was good. This was a good some ideas, and I like that the ideas kind of bring us from Thanksgiving into Christmas. All right, so our two pieces for tonight. And I know we got a few more minutes until midnight, but I am fading fast. We got Thanksgiving and pre-Christmas. I hope you guys like what the paper gods have given us this evening. Let's see, I still gotta put in a little shadow here. Separate the arm a little bit. There we go. Just a little note to myself, so that way we got all that settled. Nice. And I'll definitely have to get this one inked up and colored up in time to post it on our. Well, I'm going to post it everywhere. I'll post it on the Patreon page. I'll probably post a not safe for work version of this one on the Patreon page, but then everywhere else I'll post this one. So that way that'll be our group Christmas card. That'll be nice. And I like that you thought about putting the tag on there for Chet. I think that's gives it a nice touch. I think that's really cool. I see some person says, calling all chats. Come over to the YouTube to start the bidding. Oh, you know what? I gotta pop out the YouTube chat real quick, because we already know that the other things don't sync up quite right. So let me pop that out real fast. Let's see, let me jump over here real quick. Find the page. All right, now I can pop this thing out. Ta-da! Okay. That way, when we do the 10-second countdown, we'll all be in the same chat, and there won't be any confusions. All right, very cool, very cool. I know, calling all cars. You know what? And we'll do the auction. We'll auction these off in the order that we drew them. So we're going to start with the Christmas card first. Let me set this one aside so keep it safe. And get this over here. What time is it right now? It's 11. I'll say we started at 11:45, so it'll go to 11:50. And this is the Xmas card. A lot of good ideas tonight, man. A lot of good ideas. You guys are awesome. Oh, some person. Thanks, dude. I do appreciate you. Anytime you share the links like that anywhere, it's like I really do appreciate it, man. That's awesome, dude. Thanks so much. But yeah, auction time. So like always, the only real rule with our auctions, because we're just casual like that, is just type the word bid next to your bid, so that way we just know that it's an official bid. There we go. Turn it. That way I have to almost turn it sideways. Wait a minute, is it porn if I turn it sideways? Does that still apply? I almost feel like there needs to be a banana tied somewhere. All right, we're gonna leave that just the way it is. It's gonna go to 1150 ish, because it's like 11:43 right now. And I'll just leave that up like that, and that'll be cool. Kevin. Absolutely, dude. I respect your $1. You know I do. I'll put Kevin down right now. $1. Thanks, bro. Yeah, thank you. Cat Mouse's webpage, all of her links, and you can see some of her artwork and stuff like that. See what she's up to. Awesome. Thanks, dude. Christy Han, what's up, dude? Christy Han in the house with $2. You're awesome, dude. Thanks, man. And of course, we have Kat's Instagram and her account on X. Thank you so much, dude. And of course, her YouTube channel. She is going to be live streaming more often on X. She did a couple and started getting that worked out, getting her little workflow worked out for that. So luckily, I'm really looking forward to it. And I know that she wants to live stream on X, possibly live streaming on YouTube also. So I'm looking forward to what she's got coming in. Kevin says, 3 blind mice bid. Thanks, dude. Kevin in the room with $3. Christine with 4 on the floor. Hell yeah. Okay, it's 11:45 now. Now the bidding has officially begun. At least I'm not playing the meditation music. The old meditation music. Ooh, let me check something real quick here. Okay, just making sure. I was getting a text, and I was just making sure it was not some type of emergency. So we're all good. Kevin in the room with "Give me a high five" bid. These are all so good, dude. Christy Han with a lucky 7. That's right. Mike says, "You know what? 40. You guys traveling slow, man." But I love the puns. Thanks, Mike. You're awesome, dude. In here with 40. Awesome. Paul says the Ben 10 bid. 9999. All right, Chris Dehan in the room with 42. Thanks, dude. 42 is the answer to everything. Maurice in the house with 50. Thanks, dude. Mike coming back strong with 60. He said, "Man, you guys in your sauce. I'll just come back with 60. How about that?" Chris Dehan, thank you, sir. Tradition has been upheld. Chris Dehan with our 69. Paul says 76ers. Hell yeah. Paul in here with 76. Mike says 100. You guys are playing with weak sauce. Mike in here with 100. Thanks so much, Mike. Chris Dehan says it's the boob bit. You know, it is tradition, and I do honor the boob bit. You've already been beat, though. Mike is in here with 100, so we're all good. But I do like to see the boob bid. 8008. Me want my Christmas card. 70. Already been beat by Mike. Mike is the big man in the house right now with 100. Thanks so much, dude. Kevin says someone gave us the century bid. 100. That's right. Chris Dehan in the room with 102. Thanks, dude. Mike says, I'm not playing around. You guys in your weak sauce. I'll put 150. 150 down. Thanks, Mike. Paul, a little bit too late, but 1.21 gigawatts. I love the pun, though. I love the pun. So Mike is the big man in the house right now with 150. Thanks, dude. Got less than 2 minutes left to go, and then we're going to call it. I'll do a 10-second countdown. Remember the 3-second rule that we implemented back in the day, because that was Ken's suggestion. Everybody so far seems to always like it. So we'll do a countdown unless it gets interrupted along the way. And then if it gets down to 3 seconds, if it gets interrupted past the 3-second mark, we start at 3 seconds again. And that was something you guys voted on. So that's what we kept so far. So until anybody says they don't like that rule, so far everybody says that they like it. So that's the only reason we've kept it so far. All right, less than a minute left to go. And I'll do the 10-second countdown. I'll pop out and jump in the chat with you guys so that way we're in the same chat at the same time, because there is a delay with my voice when you hear me, when I talk, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to type it into the chat so that everybody is all on the same page. Chris Dehan in the house with 155. Thanks, dude. All right, dudes, it's 11:50. We're going to go ahead and jump on out. I'm going to start doing the 10-second countdown. This is where I'm not writing down the bids like I normally am, keeping track. So you guys will help me keep track along with me while I go. And we'll see where this ends up, starting with 9, 8, 7, 6. All right, we do have an interruption. Got Mike in the house with 175. Thanks, Mike. Continuing the bidding. We stopped at 6. I'm going to continue on with 5, 4, 3. Oh, we got to interrupt here. Maurice says a 180C bid. Mo with 180. Thanks, dude. All right, starting the countdown again at 3, because we got interrupted at 3. So we started at 3. 3, 2, 1. Marking at 000 as sold, and it is sold. Let me scroll up, make sure I didn't miss anybody. It looks like it's Maurice. Please, everybody, congratulate Maurice. Thanks, everybody, for the bidding. The drama was getting thick, my friends. Very, very cool. Thanks, Maurice. Excellent bidding, everybody. Mike with his approval. Very, very cool. Chris Dehan says congrats. Paul says, good job, guys. That's the highest I've seen Since 150 for the Hogan tribute. That's right. I remember the Hogan tribute. That's right. That's right. Maurice says thank you. Very, very cool. Now, Maurice, you can let me know in the chat now, or you can let me know later when you send in your PayPal whether or not you want me to keep the piece as is when I ink it, or if you want me to lean it a little bit more not safe for work. You can just let me know, and that'll be all good. I got your name on the back of this, so that keeps it safe. I already know that you know where to send PayPal and stuff, so I don't have to go through that. We're all cool here. All right, I'm going to set this off to the side real quick. That was awesome, guys. All right, let me set that over here. And now we've got post-Thanksgiving Krampus with Allura. Allura is friggin' destroying Thanksgiving. Kevin says, congrats. Awesome, awesome. All right, starting at 11:55. So right at the stroke of midnight, we will call this one and do a 10-second countdown on this one. And we'll get this started here in just a moment. Kevin says, I think Chet gave us the highest I've ever seen. Wasn't it almost 800 for something? Yeah, it was. It was, I think it was 800. And I think it was for a piece that had Thalia, the Cyber Demon, in it. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was a big bid. Big bid. Chris Dehan with the proper response. Whoa. All right, Kevin getting things started. Thanks, Kevin, for your dollar. I respect that dollar, man. If everything just went for $1, you know, the point is for us to hang out, do something fun together. So it's all good. But luckily, you guys actually keep me in business and keep me with enough that we can keep on doing it. So that's awesome. Chris Dehan says, $3 bill, y'all. Thanks, dude. Yep, this will go till the stroke of midnight. Give it a good 5 minutes. Paul in the house with the Magnificent 7 bid. Dude, I'm living for these puns. I love it. Chris Dehan with the crazy 8s. Kevin still counts, though. It says figure 8. I like C, figure 8. Very cool, very cool. Chris Dehan with Ocean's 11 bid. Nobody cheat and go Ocean's 12. Paul says Valentine's $14 bid. Yes. Allura is literally choking down this turkey for you, man. It's crazy. Chris Dehan in the room with Sweet 16 bid. Yes. All these puns are absolutely valid. A+ puns. Kevin says, I hit it with a 21 bid. Yes. It's blackjack for you, my friend. Paul says the 23 Michael Jordan bid. Totally valid. Chris Dehan, 25 to life. Let's see, we got less than 3 minutes left to go. Let's see. Paul says current temperature, South Virginia, 32 degrees bid. Valid. I'm feeling that, dude. Yeah, I think the temperature here right now is 34. Holy crap. Like it was in the 60s like 2 days ago. Like I'm not built for this. I mean, it's going to get cold. That's fine. But at least pick a temperature. This is bouncing up and down. I'm going to explode like the alien that they poured the hot lead over. All right, Christy Hand in the room. 38 spices bid. Valid, valid. Valid, my friend. Kevin says, damn, I missed the Baskin Robbins bid. It went right past you. Damn, I want ice cream now. It's cold outside, but it's like I still want ice cream. Mike says, I have 12 inches outside my door, and I don't mean me with my pants down. Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, dude, you must have like a snowdrift right upside your house. Holy crap. You got the real snow going on right now. You got Planet Hoth going on. Kevin says, 50-cent dollar bid. Now, 50 cents has already been beat. Your first bid was $1. Chris Dehan in the house with 55. Thanks, dude. The speed limit from Chris Dehan, my friend. Yes. I already got less than a minute left to go, and then we're in the sauce. We're in the Allura turkey sauce. Whatever that means. All right, Christy Han is in here right now with the speed limit. Time's almost up. It is the stroke of midnight, my friends. Hey, Kevin in the room with 59. The 59 Impala. Hell yeah. All right, 59 Impala. Okay, I'm going to jump out to the chat. Join everybody. Oh, thank you, Maurice. I see that you just sent in the PayPal. You're all set, my friend. Thank you, dude. Chris Dehan with a 63 bid. Paul with Route 66. All right, jumping out to do the 10-second countdown now, starting with 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, I got an interruption. Chris Dehan in the house with 71. Thanks, dude. The 71 Chevy Nova. Hell yeah. And you made sure to put bid on there. So that's awesome. Okay, cool. Our one rule. You're awesome, dude. All right, continuing the countdown at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to mark it with the 000 to mark it as sold. And we are sold. Let me scroll up real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Nobody said anything in between. Looks like Chris Dehan is our winner. Please, everybody, congratulate Chris. My boy's got the 71 bid in there. I'm going to write down your name here real quick. Look at them saying bad stuff about the Chevy Nova. Kevin says congrats. Very, very cool. Paul says shitty car, great pun. Maurice says congrats to Chris. Awesome. Chris says thanks. Very cool, dude. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then Chris, also you too, you can let me know now in the chat, or you could let me know when you send over your PayPal whether or not you want to keep it just like this, or if you want me to lean it just a little bit more not safe for work. I'm going to write your name on the back here so that we know that this one's yours. It's all set. Very cool, dude. There we go. Make sure that light doesn't blow out the line so that way we can look at what we got. This is our bounty for the evening. We've got our group Christmas card, or a pre-Christmas card, I should say, because this is us getting ready for Christmas. And our post-Thanksgiving Day image. Pretty sweet. Chris says, it was a Nova or a Chevelle. It was one of those two. Let's see. Mike says, I mean Facebook. Yeah. Did you type something before? It seems like you're... Did I miss? Did you post something that I missed? Because I don't see it on my thing. But Mike is on Facebook, guys. So if you look at Divinity Comics, and make sure you look at some of the stuff that Mike has got going on over there, because I got some variant covers over there that I would love for you guys to pick up. Guys, this was a very, very good evening. Chris, thank you so much. That was some good bidding. Maurice, congratulations also. Very, very cool. I got your names written on the back of these, so they're all set and good to go. And like I said, you can let me know when you send in your thing, whether you want it to be not safe for work or keep it just the way it is. Oh, Mike, yeah. Let me check. Let me check here what you said here from the Facebooks. Okay, I don't see like a new post or a new thingy on Facebooks. Okay, but you sent me something, so I'm gonna look for it. So maybe when I hop off the show, I'll take a look and see. I'm gonna find out what you sent me and where you sent it to me from. I'm Confucius. Sometimes my brain don't work right. Maurice says I sent you a message to me and Mike. Okay. Oh, a private message. Okay, and I'll go there and I'll look for that. Oh, okay, duh. There you go. Oh, let me see if I can play that. I don't know how to do all the tricks, but I'm going to figure it out. Let me see here. How do I pop this out? I don't know how to do all the things, Mike. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do all the things. Let's see, play this, launching soon, which I'll be happy to play if I can. Maybe I can. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can pop the screen out and I could share the screen. Duh. Okay. I'll figure this out. I'll get this figured out. All right. Let me pop over here real quick. Let's see. Paul says, I didn't win an auction, so right now I'm buying the cards. I really appreciate you picking them up, dude. And please post, like anybody who's bought one of the loot boxes, when you get it and you see what you got, please. Oh yeah, no, Mike. I think I figured it out. Yeah, you're like 100% right to laugh at me because I've been streaming for a little bit, and I still don't. I learned 3 tricks, and that's what I do constantly. I don't learn anything new. Like my brain only has 3 slots for new things. Yeah, let me turn off this banner thing real quick. And let me see if I could share. Let's see, I could present my screen thing. and then we're gonna do this. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this for Mike. There we go. Now I think we got it now. All right, so let me add this to the stage. See, I know what I'm doing, sort of. Whoop. All right, let me make this big. I know how to do it, but like halfway. All right, let me turn off my little music here. All right, we're gonna play this real quick so that you guys can listen. Why isn't it moving? Okay. Well, I tell you what, I don't know why the screen wasn't moving because it was moving a minute ago. All right. Well, either way, I gave it a shot. I did my best. I'll figure this out. I'm gonna learn more tricks as we go around. Oh, you know what? It says no sound. I heard all kinds of sound, but okay. Let me ask you this question: was the screen actually moving? Because that was dumb of me. Because like, yeah, I see that there was no sound. Let's see. You have to click on the share. Yeah, I clicked on the share tab. Oh, share tab audio too. Let me try that. You know what? I'll try it one more time. Let me see. I'll try it one more time. Let me rewind it. Put this. Let me share again. Share screen. Allow to share window. Share this window. Why isn't it letting me do it? Yeah, I don't see the option. Damn Bill, all to hell. All right. Well, you saw the image on there that I tried to share. You see on here, you go to Mike Wheeler's page here on X. Go to X and please play his Rainbow the Brute thing, so that you can actually hear it and see it move the way that it's supposed to. Jeez, I'm inept. I know, right? Hey, you know what? But yeah, it's just it is just an image. It's not supposed to move. It just didn't have sound. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Mike's gonna have to teach me some technical IT stuff. All right, guys. Well, you know what? This was a super fun Saturday. Thanks again so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. We came up with some really really cool ideas. What is next Saturday? Let me look at my calendar real quick because I got to make sure that we're going to be here. So next Saturday is. I'm not positive that we're going to be here next Saturday. I'm like 80% positive. I'm 80% sure that we're going to be here next week. So other than that, we shall be all good. I'll learn some. I'll learn how to share the screen correctly, so that way we could do that. Um, and other than that, yeah, thanks guys for hanging out with me and doing the thing and doing the stuff. Um, if if you get a chance, please do this thing where you like and you subscribe and you tell your friends to watch and blah 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 and all that good stuff. And then other than that, yeah, hopefully we'll see you in a week. I might try to do some videos and stuff throughout the week. You might see some random things happening, but other than that, we'll try and plan for Saturday next week and go from there. Thanks again for hanging out. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy your Sunday. All right. Bye-bye.
Good night, Seattle.